Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Raquel Las Vegas. It's me, Raquel Lee, and I know a lot of you saw yesterday I did not post. I chose not to in observation of the tragedy of Kobe and his daughter and the 7 others that were lost in that crash. But as much as I was going to try and stay off of him being the primary topic, because I don't want anybody to misconstrue this video, his death has actually fueled a lot of what I'm going to be talking about today. And today is in reference to communication and respect, but it is stemming from, again, a very, very tragic thing that has happened. What happened to allowing people to grieve and mourn? I'm thoroughly disgusted with the human race right now, and I say that because this whole situation has caused people to now, first of all, they're bombarding everybody who was a former player. These men don't even excuse me. These men don't even have time to process their emotions, and reporters are, literally bombarding, tracking them down to talk about this. You've got people having to call in, and nobody, it hasn't even been a full 36 hours, and people are going nuts. There are people out there, YouTubers included, that are trying to make money off of this man's death, fueling it with, basic information that has been either given to the public or conspiracy theories, all kinds of craziness. Are y'all kidding me right now? There are actual people that actually know him, that have actually spent time with him and his family, that are genuinely mourning. If something like that happened to you, do you really want somebody up in your face asking you 300 questions about it? You telling me they don't even get enough respect as human beings for y'all to leave them alone? People, it's really, really, really getting to me to see what society is doing with this information. And then in connection with communication, that whole concept of don't wait till the last minute. You've got people that want to do all these great, big, huge things and turn it into something negative. But again, y'all wouldn't be saying that if this man hadn't just happened to die recently. My example is coming from, they were trying to interview LeBron, and they start talking about, or putting out there, they start alluding to the fact that, it's awfully funny that after you break his record, it's almost like they're indirectly trying to blame him for what happened. First of all, the way I get that he was talking about that night prior, talking about it like it was a past tense event, but it wouldn't sound that way to you if he had not happened to pass away the very next day. The fact that people are really, really reaching at this point to try and turn this man's legacy into something negative, still, he's not even here to defend himself, man. Y'all, the stations that know that I'm talking about them, okay? I would just sit here and just ramble off. But, anybody who cares about what has happened, they're watching. Y'all know. I can't stand it. I'm thoroughly annoyed and upset by it. When you look at taking it back now so that we don't spend the entire time being angry, when you look at it from a relationship standpoint, you have to give people space when they need it. I understand that to a degree, everybody has some level of wanting to help everybody, but there's a time and place for everything. Currently now, there's several situations I'm aware of, and instead of addressing them or expressing concern towards them, it's not the right time. So therefore, it is my place, in my opinion, to back off and be respectful of the time that is needed to grieve and to, process what has happened. And same thing goes for, the communication aspect of it. Just because somebody's not saying anything doesn't mean that they don't care. And at the same time, when somebody does say something, don't try to manipulate it to sound like what you want it to sound like. People say, okay, well, people should say what they mean and mean what they say. Again, these are not things that always happen, but a girl can hope. But you gotta be mindful of sorry, totally dropped my phone. I'm holding it today. But anyway, you gotta be mindful of, what you're saying and how you're saying it. It's not fair to judge what anybody else is thinking or saying or doing because you don't know that person and where it's coming from. It could be coming from a place that's totally unrelated, but if somebody's choosing to do or say whatever it is in that moment, it's not up to you to dictate what you think it might be. Unless you are the person being addressed at that point, then you take it into context how you choose to perceive it. If I'm talking to somebody, I can't control how they take what I'm saying, but I know where it's coming from in my heart and my intentions behind it. And again, this correlates also to, again, back to the original topic of respect. There's a level of that should be expressed in all facets of any interaction that you're having. So, again, I can't believe that he's gone, but now I can't even pick up social media right now. Like, it's on fire and in the worst way. I can't watch the news. I can't look at social media. I can't do any of that. So if you have opinions on this and would like to talk more about it, I've got all my information linked. Feel free to put whatever you like in the comments. If you've seen some of what I'm talking about, feel free to post it. I might start putting a few people out there, but because I don't know anybody personally, it's not my place, but that doesn't mean I don't feel some sort of way. But still remember to go out and inspire daily, empower daily, repeat that process once a day, every day, and, hug those who mean the most to you. Say those things that you feel like you're too afraid to say. Doesn't matter. Just say it. Just do it. It's just what it is. And be aware. Be conscious. Think before you act and before you speak. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.